What is going on, guys? So you would notice we have gone to the end of the season here, played up to the end of the season in the Newcastle save. It's basically just approaching upon us when the full game is going to release, and there's going to be a couple things, or at least one main thing that ties into it, one main subject. But yeah, the balancing of sackings. David Moyes. David Moyes, he managed to get sacked again from West Ham and then Fulham in the same season. I think it's a bit too extreme. It does need to be, it needs to be fairly what do you even call it? Like, it does have to be like hard. It has to be hard. Real life is. Teams don't stray far away from that. And then Big Sam, obviously, who will take over? Yeah, like for relegate. Well, not really to save them. Not necessarily to save Fulham because they're already gone. Yeah, we finished up the season. So, but I'm in the sack race. So we're gonna just talk about it all. And like I said, beta saves. That's why there's always that case of, yeah, sure, we'd love to turn. And before we get too deep into the episode as well, if you'd love to challenge yourself or even, just create your own manager, I will be putting it up on my Patreon like I do with all my saves for the last few years, so you can access those from previous games. And I'm going to upload some tactics. I already uploaded one. This one I used, but I also used it in that Barcelona rebuild first season that I did. But anyway, sneaking into 7th, I feel it's like your major expectation or bust. Latter stages of Carabao Cup, doesn't really matter. You passed this. It's not even. Like, that was the main one. You passed your mate. But for me, your league position is always preferenced, but that one's seen as preferred, desired. Yeah, it's really intriguing. And then, the wage budget, that's pretty in control. That's actually the highest importance of them all. But you would never get sacked solely off that, like, if you were able to achieve. So, yeah, it's really hard. To have a D off all of those, that's really surprising to me. So, obviously, qualified for Europa League, finished 7th, so yeah, you can. It's like you have to get that. Still being in Europe, getting 7th is okay. Is that like the Europa Conference League? Yeah, like I feel like that is suitable. Like, there's not. Or is that missing out? But you're in the highlighted area. Don't worry. I will worry though. 7th Europa Conference League playoff. So, interesting. It's just solely a playoff. But anyway, I was going to say, if you want to continue this save, Patreon. And as I said, we're going to have, and even in other saves I do throughout the year and on stream, like maybe at the end of the season, I'll do like different intervals of saves just so so you get good content, good content for that. But I don't think it was a bad season at all. Like, not really that far off top 4. And look when those are the teams ahead. City, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. What's really seen as the top 6. So following in behind that, really not the worst season. But Isak was really exceptional. So again, for this video, we're just rounding it up because essentially, I know I guess when Liverpool was a part of that, pretty disappointing that we couldn't get a win. But Liverpool was always going to be tough. Not the best finish to the season. Not the best last month anyway. Maybe some of the losses could have been turned into draws, but not to be. Some of them were close. Some of them not so. If we look at result there, like 4-1 Man City. How much do you take out of that? But it was decent. It was decent. And I'm really looking towards, the lower league management save we will be doing. We'll be doing on the full game. So that's supposed to be released on the 8th. So anytime, over the next 24 and a bit hours, depending where you live and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to get that going. Basically, after I get this done, I'm going to survey the teams and, see who's really going to be suitable. So we'll just go through these final messages there. Nothing crazy. It was, I feel like, obviously part of it, what I've been doing on stream as well. I've been doing Man United, so not solely off Newcastle, but what I've played on the beta so far, I've got the grips with the game. I do wonder if they're going to adjust the sackings and, how strict the board are going to be. I don't know if that's something on people's radars. It's so good for a journeyman as a sackings. There's so many. Like, I did it, what I would see as a test, and I got like job interviews, got multiple job interviews like so quickly, and like with no experience and all that at the lowest levels, of course. But just seeing that, and there are a lot of teams sacking their managers early on. So as I said, we're just gonna do like a general roundup here. And this is the FM Scout squad view. I'm still wondering about it because I like to see the like goals and assists, and that's like more scrolling along. So I think we're going to just go more selection info. So we can this is more based on the statistics. We'll sort by average ratings. Overall, I felt it was like a balanced season. Alexander Isak with those 26 goals. 26 goals. We're probably got to talk about him for the top goal scorers too. He was really good of his overall performance. And then Cardalo, to be fair, didn't really use him, not too much anyway. Chris Wood in the same boat. Really, probably he would be on the chopping block. Danny Olmo was obviously one of the bigger signings we made. We didn't make too many, but he was kind of that key marquee signing, value between 61 million and 81. Over to history. Captured him for 50 million. Pretty good, because if you hold on to him, he's got quite a few years in him left. And he'll be a solid like playmaker for you. Like, I think he's got that down unless you find another option. But I think you can safely say he's got that locked. Also, Matthew Target, keep in mind, don't look at that training too much right now, maybe. Average rating. Fullbacks on the beta, I haven't seen fullbacks I've seen them struggling to get over a 7 average rating. So keep that in mind. That generally indicates he had a pretty good season because, don't necessarily get too much from the fullbacks. Maybe respectable mentions like Dan Burn, Joelinton, St. Maximin. Expected maybe a little bit more. St. Maximin had that injury trouble, but he still also ended up starting 36 games. So when you look at it in that perspective, he didn't actually miss too many. I think it was like rotations or something. I thought we missed him through injury for a little bit, but he was okay. But I felt like I expected more of him than that average rating, Obviously, through more goals and assists, would have had more, but he's still looking nice. Maybe that 10 finishing lets him down from becoming, that next tier, getting into the double figures goals and maybe 20 plus goal involvements for the season. And assist wise, Olmo, it's kind of those names. It's kind of similar ones. Kieran Trippier. He was a bit up and down. He had like some really, really good games. The man who loves getting 3 bonus points in Fantasy Premier League seems to be locked in for that. But he's another year older. I think it's that age that's coming in now, or some reason he's training. The arrow's going up, but that's a relatively low average training rating from a experienced player. You want them to be doing a bit better than that, but I like him. I still think attribute wise, he is really, really strong. But that, for the most part, is going to be the review. I know it's not going to be the longest. It's not the longest episode, but I think it was. But it's got that feel definitely of, okay, we had our season on the beta, and as I said, I've been doing a lot on the stream as well. With the Man United save, we'll be going deeper on that for sure. But this was a good introduction to FM23. And it's going to lead me to starting the lower league save, which I'm really, really excited for. And it's going to have more that story vibe. And it's going to be kind of based on like a road, like a journey to the Premier League, that kind of thing. It's going to have that kind of vibe to it, more journey, because I said it in the last episode, didn't I? Like along the lines, along the lines of Newcastle's already got that money. It's like I haven't really worked to be blessed with the riches, and you'd be excited to spend a lot of money. But I think there's definitely that element of it as well. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks to you guys that have been watching the series and also been watching over on Twitch. Been loving interacting, and it's going pretty well on Twitch. I've been saying I feel like, well, not even I feel, definitely there's more interaction over on Twitch, and I just been enjoying talking to you guys, and Twitch is really, really good because if someone's following you and you're live, they can see that you're live. So YouTube is a bit different. There could be people subscribed and they just don't get notified when you upload. So Twitch, I don't know, there's some positives compared to YouTube that I really, really like. So watch out for the series though. If you do, get the notifications on. But I think you guys that are watching the videos and able to hear me say this is not the issue. So it probably won't change too much. But anyway, for you guys that will be watching, and more people might come along for that series, I'll definitely be looking to do a big series like we did the Journeyman last year. That was really, really good. Managed multiple teams, and I really enjoyed that. So definitely look out for the journey to the Premier League with a team yet to be announced. But definitely excited to start that when the full game gets uploaded or gets triggered from the beta to the full game. We're still in beta version, you can see on the bottom left. But when basically that is live, when the full game, when it's transitioned from beta to full game, we're going to be getting it started. And we'll see what difference there are in the game as well. If little bugs, and see how sackings are like. So anyway, thumbs up for this first season in FM23 on the beta, and I'll see you guys in the next one.